Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the weekly endeavours for the 14th of April. We've got a 275 skill set, earning event tickets, afflicting with weapon poisons, and completing tribute matches. So I'll just quickly explain this one briefly, because there's not really much to talk about, because regardless of if you win it or you lose it, you'll complete tribute matches. You have to do it through this queue here. You have to accept the quest from this guy here in the southern end of High Isle. So here's one of the issues I have with this one. It requires High Isle DLC, so that dilutes the amount of people who have access to this. And yeah, it's a shit option, I think. Because on average, I would say it takes the amount of time it will take you to do a couple of tribute matches is the amount of time it would take you to probably do all your weapon poisons for this one. So I just don't think this one's worth it. And then event tickets, don't even get me started. Like, this one's so much easier than these other two. So yeah, I'll start with this one. Yeah, there's guides on how to use tribute match decks, but you have to do it through here. If you read the actual weekly, it'll say through the activity finder. So all the NPCs in towns, like for example the ones in Stonefalls, these don't work. So you can't just do these whenever you're ready. You have to rely on other people being ready to play with you, and that's kind of the issue I have with this one. Relying on other people to do any endeavor at all sucks. I prefer ones that you can just do yourself, and these two you can do on your own very easily. Alright, so earning event tickets. So you still got plenty of time. So event tickets, all you have to do is complete this quest here from this guy. You can find him southeast of the Vocal Guard Wastrun here. You can find him in any of the 3 starting zones. In Daggerfall you can also find him here, and in Stonefalls you can find him here. All 3 of these locations have a starting Wastrun that you'll always have access to it, so it's very easy to access these. And all you have to do for this quest is fling pie at 2 people. This should just press E like 4 times. That's all this quest is. So press E, press E, press E now on this thing, collect it, and then press E on this thing to collect it as well. And then all you have to do is go up to the guy, wait like 10 seconds for like a for a black screen to come through, and then you'll complete the quest, and then you unlock what you need to get your tickets. It's like ridiculously easy. The only thing that is going to prevent you from doing this weekly is time. So if you're not available for 3 out of the 7 days of this week. So you see the quest pop up, and that's it. So what that'll do is it'll give you, in the tools section of your inventory, or you have collections I should say, the Jubilee Cake here. And all you do is you activate the Jubilee Cake and you use it. That will give you 3 tickets each day. So whenever the reset is, so go to, if you want to know what your reset is, go to Endeavours, check the daily, and whatever this time is, this is when you'll be able to collect your tickets next. So just keep an eye on this, and every time this resets and your endeavors change, check your tickets because you'll be able to claim them as well. So you just have to do that for 3 days and you'll unlock this, you'll get this endeavor done, and then 5 days for the 15 event tickets one. But I hope people have been doing this anyway by this point. So anytime you need to use this, just go to collections, tools, and it'll be Jubilee Cake 2025, and that's it. So as soon as you log in, you can just do this and yeah, just get this endeavor out of the way. It's super easy. Okay, so now let me talk about weapon poisons. So this one will be lengthy, and it will require a lot of poisons in order to do it. So I would only suggest doing this if you are only available for like 1 or 2 days of this week, and you can't do the event tickets one. That is the only instance I would say do this. And like, I'd do it any time over this one. So what you're going to need is 150 weapon poisons. The easiest poison to amass... oh shit, I haven't got any, hold on. Oh, beautiful, I do. Awesome. So yeah, these crown weapon poisons, you get these en masse from daily rewards. So if you look in your daily rewards here, so if we go through a little bit... there they are. So 100 there. And you know, every single month you pretty much get a bunch of weapon poisons. There's also these ones here, and is that it? Okay, it's just these ones. So yeah, obviously you can't use these ones yet, but if you've been playing this game a little while, you'll and you've been claiming the daily rewards, you'll have tons of these things lying around. Just got to look around where they are. Like, you just got to find out where they are. If not, you can do two things. You could either go to any alchemist in the game, like through one here in Vocal Guard. You can buy poisons from them. There is just one caveat to that, which I'll explain in a second. But you can also buy them on guild stores. You can collect them from bodies, though collecting 150 in a reasonable time frame would be quite fucking painful. Something else you can do if you're really struggling for gold is if you go to a low-level character, the poisons that they'll get are much weaker, but they'll be much cheaper as well. So you can buy 150 for a lot less gold that way. What you're going to want to get is any weapon AoE, and that's kind of it. That's all you need. So in this case, I've got Blade Cloak, but I'll go through some options here. So we've got Cleave, Stampede. There's not really any in one-handed shield. The only one I can think of would be the Scribing skill, if you can get a like AoE version of that, because normally it's a single target. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend one-handed shield. Blade Cloak and Whirlwind are great. Bow, Volley, and Arrow Spray are great. Destruction Staff, Wall is great. I would only really use Wall. Like, Impulse, I just don't normally use. This Wall is great. Because you can morph this to Unstable Wall, and you get a Spam Ball, and it's just... That Spam Ball's fucking awesome. That covers a big area. But you can use Impulse too, if you want to use both at the same time. And then Resto doesn't have any damage skills at all, so yeah, don't use any of that. So only anything within this set of skill lines here will count for applying a poison. So if you look at the actual poison itself, at that little section below the poison weapon tooltip, all poisons are applied 20% of the time on light attacks, heavy attacks, or weapon abilities. Light attacks, they only apply to a single target, unless you have like very specific passives to change that. Heavy attacks, lightning staff heavy attacks affect a small area around it, but comparing that to things like Blade Cloak, and especially things like, if you go to dual wield, the morph of Whirlwind, Steel Tornado, this is 9 meters of area. So hitting a bunch, like a big area like 9 meters to apply poisons to like many targets at once is great. Because that's the idea, right? You can, with weapon skills, you can apply tons of chances to proc this at any given moment. So that's definitely what I suggest. So I'm going to put this on. It's going to give me... Yeah, I need a... Buddy, pro tip, if you've been playing this game a long time, go here in gameplay and turn tutorials off. Yeah, it's really helpful. So what I suggest you do is find a bunch of targets in a small clump. The most common places to find this is going to be Skyreach or public dungeons. Maybe dolmens aren't too bad. If you want, I guess you could spam Resto Staff light attacks to XP grind and dolmens, but in that case, still is not great. The only two real places I would suggest this for are, I don't know, you could also use it in, like, you could do dungeons as well, because if you queue for like random normals and shit, dungeons have a lot of enemies in them too, and you'll apply it all the time. It doesn't have to like kill enemies or anything, it just has to apply. The biggest thing that is going to make... The reason I say this one will take a while is every poison has a 10-second cooldown. And this actually this is global, right? So if I apply this poison... There it goes. So if I change bars and try to proc another poison... Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. So it will apply then, right? So they actually share the same global cooldown. It sucks. Wait, did I just use 2 on that bar? Interesting. We're gonna have to look back at that. Oh, I know what's wrong. Hold on. I need to change the poison. Yeah, so, sorry, that's what I was going to say before. Hindering poisons, they don't work on target skeletons, so just keep that in mind. You can't actually slow target skeletons. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I can't really use this. I'll try using damage stamina. So if I apply this... Huh, that doesn't work either, I suppose. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so that applied. If I... Oops, not that one. So if I try and apply this... Yeah, now it applies. So if I go around and try and apply this, yeah, it didn't apply at all. So they share the same cooldown. That's the issue. So don't try and stack 2 different poisons and apply them at the same time. Only choose one, and that's why I suggest crown poisons, because you get so many of these things. It's not funny. So yeah, that's why I definitely suggest only doing this one if you have no other choice. Like if you aren't going to be here for like if you're only going to be here for a few days. Yeah, if not, just highly suggest the crown tickets on. So much easier than this. But yeah, that's all I suggest you do. Just use an AoE like Blade Cloak and just sit right in the middle of a big group. And yeah, eventually you'll get this one done. Now, if you're wondering what the add-on is at the bottom of the screen there that shows the poison and shows its cooldown, I think this is really useful, because one of the biggest issues I have with this one is it doesn't show you the cooldown here. So, and neither does it show it here, right? I don't think there's anything that actually shows you how long it takes aside from just counting yourself, whereas this actually shows you. This is an add-on. If we go down to add-ons, it's called Poison Tracker, this one here. Normally it doesn't work, but I will put in the description basically what you need to do in order to get this to work properly. It doesn't work properly for all poisons, but for crown lethal poisons it still works if you do this. I think you need to change the thing further if you want other stuff to work, but yeah, just stick with crown lethal poisons. That's all you need anyway. But yeah, I'll link the description how to change it. It's basically you just go into a notepad file in the add-on folder in Documents ESO and just change a bunch of words. Like it goes into how to do it in the comments. Don't worry, I'll make sure that's there. And you don't need that though. That's just to show the cooldown between poisons, so you know how long you're waiting. I feel like there's not much else to say aside from that. I really don't suggest this one just because I just feel like this one could be better. If they made it so you could do this with the NPCs, I know it would really impact the player base and how much they can fight each other. Like they can fight other players that aren't the same people kind of thing. But I just hate that you can't fight the NPCs for the daily, because it just, I don't know, it just feels like a waste to me. Because yeah, sometimes I don't want to bother playing against like sweaty competitive players and shit. I just want to chill. But you know, it's a very insignificant thing to complain about, I suppose. Shit, actually, one more thing before I go. Another add-on that will be really helpful is Event Tracker. You have to keep it updated, so just keep that in mind whenever events come up. But this is really helpful. Every time that you have used your tickets or haven't used your tickets, it'll inform you. So as you can see here, it tells me 3 anniversary tickets available. I used them. 3 anniversary tickets collected. So use that add-on as well. It's really helpful. It'll tell, like, you'll be able to know if you've used your tickets or not. It's really fucking good. Because man, I forget about that shit all the time. It might be because I have 6 different accounts I got to deal with, and they all have different ticket tracking. So, but yeah, this helps me big time for that, and I'm sure it'll help others too, especially if you're not as active as I am. So, yeah. I'll link this in the description as well, both of those add-ons. Okay, so if you've got any other questions for me, as always, please put them in the comments. I'll help you out if you need help. But yeah, I assume most people should be okay with this one here. So, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I will see you all next time. So take care. Yeah, I got some more stuff planned. Yeah, we'll be there in the future. But yeah, see you later for now.